the secret to the elite mindset of the special operations forces, no matter how many books or podcasts you listen to, it's to look up. And it really is. And it's counterintuitive because we're wired for self-preservation. We're wired to look after ourselves. That's what the world teaches us. And I think inherently that's how we're built to survive, but I had that aha epiphany moment, as I told in that story of doing log physical training on day one. I expended energy that I could have used on myself. And I lifted my head up and I looked around and I saw other people suffering just as bad as, if not worse than me. And I wanted to encourage them. I wanted to help them. I wanted to serve them. And when I did that, I forgot about my own pain. The log felt lighter. The time went faster. In reality, none of that changed, but it just seemed that way. It's because I was making a choice. I was making a choice to serve other people. And like I said, it is counterintuitive to think like that, in our society, but it works, and I think what you got to understand is you got to know the person to your left and to your right to really care about them. You need to have those conversations. You need to get to know them intimately so that you can say, I fight for the person to my left and to my right legitimately. Because if you don't know who that person is, you're not going to fight for that person, and that's what I believe strongly in.
Yeah. You know what I really love about that is this idea of, you also talk about embrace the suck, right? And now it isn't about, oh, I'm miserable, so I want somebody else to be miserable. But to your point, when you look up, maybe the other person, maybe we all know we're in a misery, but maybe somebody else is handling it just a little bit better than we are. And we could learn something from that. Or maybe we're handling it a little better than they are. And we could, as you said, serve them and teach them something. So I think that, especially in the time of this global pandemic, is something that we're probably seeing more of. And is that something that you've seen, that level of like deeper humanity right now more than ever before?
I have seen quite a bit of that. And there's a nickname that they give the Green Berets, right? And I'm a Green Beret and I'll always be a Green Beret, and it's the quiet professionals, and being a professional means that you care about what you do, your profession. You want the person to your left and to your right. You want other people in that same profession to be the best that they could possibly be. And when you break that down to the corporate world, you see a lot of people in our same industry doing a lot of similar things. There's a lot of Navy SEAL companies out there, special operations companies out there. And when you look at it from a perspective of, oh, they're my competitor, I need to defeat them, I need to destroy them, I think you're looking at it the wrong way. I think and the way that I look at it is, listen, I want to help them and make them the best that they can be. And maybe they can help me out as well. If they're doing something or learning something that I need to know about, that's going to help me become better at my profession and be better at the industry. And I offer that same assistance to them as well. And what I found out pretty quickly is, these guys aren't bad dudes. As a matter of fact, they're great people. We have very similar mindsets and they're doing great things and they become friends of mine. And it's crazy that happens. And it's exciting that happens because, when you make friends, when you defeat your enemies, you're actually making friends of them. It's kind of how I look at it. And, in the corporate world, we need to take that same perspective as well. It's like, we're all in it together. Let's help each other out however we can. Let's serve each other. Let's improve ourselves, our businesses, and our country.